Today on September 29, 2019, here at the Rainbow Temple in North Bend, Washington, our lineage root guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, is presiding over Ragaraja Homa fire offering ceremony. And we are inviting Sumo Vaja Master Lian-Sheng to please take a seat. And inviting Rinpoche and all the Dharma Masters to please take the seats. And inviting all participants, our distinguished guests, to please take the seats. Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng to bless the prayers of the primary supplicants. We are truly grateful to our lineage root guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, to preside over this Homa fire offering ceremony. And we would also like to extend warm welcome to all participating masters, venerables, distinguished guests, and all participants. The offering of Hatha. And we would like to invite Vaja Master Si Lian-Xi from the Rainbow Temple to present the offering of Hatha to the lineage root guru as a symbol of the highest honor. Visualize true Buddha lineage. Namo Vairocana Buddha, Namo Buddha Lokana, Namo Amitabha Buddha, Namo Padma Kumara, Namo Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Visualize Grandmaster and all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas sitting on top of our heads, radiating light to bless us. Recite the Guru Mantra 7 times. Purification mantras. It's an invocation mantra. Our lineage root guru is Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Namo White Maha Padma Kumara. Namo True Buddha School lineage gurus. The main deity of Homa, Namo Ragaraja. The main deity of Homa, Namo Ragaraja. The main deity of Homa, Namo Ragaraja. Namo Golden Mother of the Primordial Chit Pond. Namo 5 Dhyani Buddhas. Namo to Buddha School 8 primary deities. Namo Yamantaka, Namo Akalanata, Namo 4 heavenly kings, Namo Sima Bodhisattva. Rainbow temples, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, all the deities enshrined at the Tantric quarter, at the Seattle Lechang temple, and the abode at the southern mountain. Rainbow temple, mountain god, earth god, plant god, wind god, water god, heavenly fire god, dragon gods, as well as all divinities, as well as the city gods, to please radiate light and bless this Homa. Great holiness using visualization for student guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dhamma protectors. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth half bow. Great mandala offering. From the offering mudra, visualize the transformations of the offerings to fill the whole space. Make the offering above to the lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, the main deity of Homa, Ragaraja, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, and below to all sentient beings. Recite the offering verse and mantra. For full refuge, visualize our lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, Buddha jewel, Dhamma jewel, and Sangha jewel to form bright white light to empower us. Recite the mantra. Armor protection from Vajaklap's mudra. Recite Vajrapani mantra 7 times. Inviting His Holiness to perform blessings with mala. Inviting His Holiness to set simultanecation to bless the registry forms, Homa courts, and all the offerings. Please stand up and join your palms with reference. And together we are inviting our Lineage Guru to perform the ritual of opening the Homa 5 pit, to set ceremonial devocation around it, to lit the Homa 5, to make all the offerings, and to perform mudra transformations for blessings, enrichments, magnetization, subjugation, and murder deliverance. And we'll be reciting that mantra of the main deity today. Ragaraja. is everything you can do. Merit dedication. We all uphold the Buddha, ascend to the realm of utmost bliss, dipping for fulgenicities from above, and aiding those in the three realms below. Upon seeing the Buddha, may we transcend life and death. Like the Buddha, may we liberate all. We dedicate the merit of this ceremony to our lineage Guru. May you stay healthy, live a long life, continually to the Dharma wheel in samsara. Inviting His Holiness to perform the overall merit dedication. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to Ragaraja. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to Ragaraja. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to Ragaraja. We pray to Ragaraja to bless all Bardo spirits to receive purification and guide the Bardo spirits to be reborn into the pure Buddha land. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to Ragaraja. We pray that all participants receive the eradication of their sicknesses, become healthy, all wishes fulfilled, calamities transform into auspiciousness, and strong commitment in spiritual cultivation. We pray to Ragaraja to please bestow us ample resources and complete wisdom, harmony, love and respect, with the great harmony, middling harmony, and small harmony. We pray to Ragaraja, please, by your vow of burning love, may the Yidam and the practitioner will gain spiritual union soon due to Ragaraja. And please bestow nectar please bestow love and respect. And please bestow protection, empowerment. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to Ragaraja, gods in heaven, gods on earth. May we be far from all calamities. May all calamities abandon us. Let all disasters turn into dust. May we be far from all calamities. May all calamities abandon us. Let all disasters turn into dust. Gods in heaven, gods on earth. May we be far from all calamities. May all calamities abandon us. Let all disasters turn into dust. May all of our prayers be granted in completion. May all obstructions disappear. May all enemies and enmities disappear. Recite 100 syllable mantra 3 times. Great homage using visualization. First to root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for position on the ground, release the mudra. Second, all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for position on the ground, release the mudra. Third, to all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize for position on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth, head bow. Recite completion mantra. Let's give a great round of applause to show our gratitude to our Lian-Sheng Guru for presiding over this Ragaraja Homa fire offering ceremony. Now let us join our palms with reverence, and together we are inviting His Holiness to bestow the precious Dharma teaching. First, let's pay homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao-Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Tsongkhong. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. homage to Master Dupten Dorje. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of Homa today, Ragaraja. Simu, Tanzen Katso. Dharma educators, Dharma lecturers, Dharma teachers, Dharma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Our participating VIPs today are the president of Yukonic Company, Ashley. And from the National Cheng Kung University of Taiwan, the PhD Dr. Wang Li, and PR Director of the Taiwan Temple, Dharma Brother Fermi Wong, Dr. Ryan Zhuang, good afternoon, everyone. How do you do? First, I like to announce for next Sunday, October 6th, Sunday at 3 p.m. there would be Marichi Homa fire offering ceremony. The mantra and her mudra, which is the mudra of Mahachakra. Mahachakra and Marichi have the same mudra. And her image, she's sitting on, we should say, like a cart with wheels.
那么它有前面呢有7只金猪
It was carried by 7 golden pigs
在这个
or golden boars.
很多人在日本里面
Many people in Japan
日本的
are ninja.
守护神 日本的忍者
So this is the protector for ninja.
作为他们的守护神
Japanese ninja treat Marichi as their protector because she can become invisible and she's very swift, very quick. So in the heavenly realms, her movement is extremely fast. She's also the protector of True Buddha School, who's under contract with us. There are 2 True Buddha School protectors. One is Marichi and the other one is Mahabala.
他们是护持真佛宗的
And they are supporters of True Buddha School. And Marichi has a sutra The Marici Sutra is spoken by the Buddha. It's not long at all. You can check it out and you would know the meaning of Marici. Marici Devi. She can let you avoid a lot of dangerous places, and she's very agile and supportive of spiritual cultivators. And today we had the Homa fire offering ceremony of Ragaraja. In Japanese, Ragaraja or Iron, Mingwang, Iron is called Aizen in Japanese. Raga is Aizen, Katsuta. In Japanese, shouldn't be in Japanese. Aizen Haruka. Vidyaraja is Haruka, right? Aizen Haruka. And his mudra in a clasp, and then the middle fingers crossed. That means it's touched. And his mantra. The shortest mantra. And the sixth syllable is Hom. All the 6 syllables for the Vidyarajas are Hom. And he's a magnetizing deity, so that's red. So many people wear red today because he's a love deity. And his image is rather special. 1 face, 6 arms. He's wearing a crown with a Vajra, a cross Vajra scepter on it. Red hair stands straight up and fierce Vajra eyes. He looks formidable. And he has 6 hands, all holding different Dharma implements. And the first pair, one is holding a chanting bead and a lotus. The second pair is bow and arrow. And the third pair are holding the Vajra bell and Vajra scepter in the right hand. The whole body radiating bright red light. And he sits on top of a 1,000-petal lotus on top of a nectar vase. So what's special about this deity is he's sitting on top of a nectar vase. At the top of the nectar vase, there's a lotus blossom, and he's sitting on top of the lotus blossom, on top of the nectar vase. It's very rare for a deity sitting on top of a nectar vase, but Ragaraja does. And on top of the nectar vase, there's a lotus, and on top of the lotus, Ragaraja sits on it. That's what's special about him. He's very easy to recognize. And Ragaraja is the Vairukana Buddha entering into the heart of Samantabhadra Bodhisattva.
那么他也是敬爱尊哈，我们中国中的敬爱尊有2尊，
So he's also a magnetizing deity. At Jupiter School, we have two magnetizing or love deities. One is Gurukule Buddha Mother, and the other one is Ragaraja. I remember I transmitted Ragaraja in Hong Kong. It was very special. Master Changren invited a music group, and what left a strong impression was that they played the mantra very emotionally. They played the guitar or all the musical instrument with passion. And when they got out on stage from two sides and chanting that mantra continually. This deity is very popular in Japan, in Japanese Tantrayana, but Tibetan Tantrayana also has him. I have explained this before. He has many Dharma practices. I have talked about this in Hong Kong. Because of the infatuation by love, or the burning by love, if through this deity you would gain spiritual union with your yidam very quickly. So he's like a matchmaker. You know what that is? A matchmaker. So, like a go-between. So whomever deity you want to attain spiritual union, you can ask Ragaraja to tie the bond. And you need to chant it 300,000 times. Ragaraja mantra. So if you have not gained spiritual union with your yidam, and then you chant Ragaraja mantra 300,000 times, then he would tie the bond with you, between you and the yidam. And there's the love and respect. Ragaraja is also holding a bow and arrow. In your practice, you hold the bow and arrow and you shoot the arrow toward the one you love. And if you find that person is not nice to you, then you visualize yourself to become Ragaraja, and you use the bow and arrow to shoot the heart of the person who dislikes you. Then that person will leave you alone. If someone is evil and you don't like to be in contact with him or her, then you should shoot the arrow toward the heart of that person, and you visualize that person right in front of you, and then shoot his or her heart, and then that person would cut off the relationship with you. That's to stop the evil. And the third one is the image drawing or painting practice, because you would be focused. So if you draw a Ragaraja, then the image would have that spirit and would generate power. You know, Grandmaster's paintings are very miraculous. Maybe you have heard it before. Grandmaster painted a few birds, and then there was a chapter who bought this painting, and nobody was around at night. And then the next day, as they were looking at the camera, at the surveillance camera, and they saw that the birds from the painting flew out from the painting and then flew around the chapter, and then they returned to the painting. And many people saw it, and it was in the video, in the recording. Because they got the grandmaster's painting and then hang it in this chapter. And then twice in the recording, they saw the two white birds flying around, and then eventually returned to the painting. And there was a Dharma sister from Australia, and she got a grandmaster's painting of peaches. And the Australian customs said, there's fruit in here, because the dog kept smelling it. And then so the officer said, you must have brought some fruit with you. And they opened the whole package, the whole baggage, and they couldn't find it. There was just a roll of painting. And when they opened the painting, and Grandmaster painted the peach, longevity peach. So the longevity peach, not plums. Plums are different from peaches. In the painting, there were peaches. It turned out the peaches smell like peaches. So the custom officer saw that it's just a painting. So like the Americans like to do this. So that's the practice of drawing or painting. It's amazing. By painting it, the power is in there, the spirit is in there. Then he would protect you. And because your spirit is in there, then he would protect you. And then the love and respect practice, as I have said earlier. Use the the pistils of red lotus blossoms, 108 of them, and then throw it into the Homa fire pit to be burned. And as you do it, you recite Hom Cha Cha Hom Re, this person and that person, to love and respect each other. So this is like a ritual. 108 stamens of the red lotus. And as you burn them inside the Homa fire pit, you recite the mantra Hom Cha Cha Hom Re. This person and that person to love and each other and respect each other. And there's a note here. Please do so with honesty and sincerity, and not with improper intention. And because he's sitting on top of a nectar vase, so he has a practice of the nectar water. Visualize Ragaraja move to the top of your head, and then from his nectar vase, the nectar drips to enter into your central channel, and to fill your whole body and eradicate all of your karma. And the nectar is red because Ragaraja is red. So your whole body is filled with red nectar and you would be purified. And because it is red, once you're purified, then it would be easy for you to be reborn in the Pure Land. So this nectar practice is also to eradicate your karma. And the carving, the Ragaraja image practice. So if you ask someone to carve a Ragaraja image as big, exactly as big as your thumb, the same height and width, and then you chant 300,000 of his mantra, then Ragaraja will always protect you. Wherever you go, many people will love and respect you because Ragaraja is with you. And you will not be cursed or cast any spell or witchcraft or black magic. There's no use even if they cast any of the black spells because Ragaraja is protecting you. And exorcism practice, because he's a wisdom king or Ragaraja, so he's also a Heruka. So he can subjugate. And there's also a practice to tap on the back of someone. If inside that person there's a ghost or devils, Mara, then they will not be able to hide anymore. They would run away. And there's also the practice of detoxification. If you chant 300,000 of his mantra and then target it toward food, the food will be purified. So if you want to learn more details, you can check the Dharma Laksana, Dharma Character Treasury in the dbsn.org. Now let me share a joke. A girl who loves to smile will be lucky because the unlucky one cannot smile anymore, are unable to smile. So actually in life it's best just to smile. I have a book called Laughing Loudly 3 Times. Just laugh it off. Whether it's good or bad, then it'll pass. Nothing's left. Dharma Sister Jia-Xing
加上了特效，拍师尊加上了特效，师尊变成一个猫，就是说在加持的时候啊，这个点，然后上面就变成一个猫的。
Jia-Xing took a recording of me, and then she added an effect and drew a cat on my face and my head. with the whisker and the ears and everything. So we just laugh it off. It's funny, of course. It's okay for me. And do you know Yao Zhong from Singapore? She took Grandmaster's photo and then glue it to a urinal. It's not toilet. It's just for urine.
那么他每天进厕所，进自己的家的厕所，就把这个他的东西拿出来。
So every time when he gets to his bathroom, he would take his own pipe-like thing and then shoot toward Grandmaster's photo. And guess what Grandmaster get angry? No, I just laugh it off 3 times. I even praised him.
怎么搞的？他会想出都用那个水管的东西。
Yao Zhong was smart. He could think of that way, of using that hose-like thing and then spray to Grandmaster's photo, Grandmaster's Dharma image on that urinal, so that I always smell with that stinky smell. And sometimes he even poop on it, on top of that Dharma image. Sometimes like chicken poop, sometimes like sausage.
大肠一条一条的大肠，就在上面。有时候是给塞哥，有时候是大肠。
Sometimes it's like chicken poop, and sometimes like sausage, and people slander like that and insulted me like that. I found it's good. How could he think of such beautiful method? I really admire him and love him so much. Although now he's passed away, but I still thought of him, because if someone does that, he's actually eradicating my karma. So his idea was very good. So in the future, if you want to help Grandmaster to eradicate his karma, you can just imprint the whole of Grandmaster's Dharma image into the whole toilet. That's karma eradication. So for me, it's okay. I just laugh it off 3 times. You always want to take my video or recording, it's fine. You can take it even when I don't have my pants on. It's okay. That's how I am. There's nothing to be shy about. It was given by my parents. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's nothing to be shy about. So if you want to really record me, that's fine. You can use wiretap. What's it called? like a pinhole camera. It's okay for me because I'm most natural. In Grandmaster Spiritual Cultivation now, he's totally fearless. He's not afraid of anything, and he has no embarrassment or any knots in his heart, nothing at all. And look at Milarepa. He practiced with one piece of garment until the garment was totally torn and deteriorated, and he was completely nude, and he only ate nettle leaves, so his whole body was green. So his sister told him, "Aren't you ashamed of yourself?" And Milarepa said, "Spiritual cultivation is full of dignity. I use my body to practice. It's not an embarrassment at all. There is no shame. It's not different than other human beings." But other people are faking it. They're pretentious because they have to cover their body. So Milarepa was really great. He's able to be free from the earth's 8 worldly winds. A son asked his dad, "Dad, what's the feeling of being married?" And Dad said, the dads give an example. It's like you delete all the music from your cell phones and you just leave one favorite song, and from then on you continually play it over and over, from liking it to hating it to eventually become a habit. But nobody laughs because everybody's got used to it. Now let me talk about Lamdre.
略施如下，各庙间，以心换无自信中，以经论及理论，诸理抉择，得
The realization of discussing each marvelous concept amidst the mind, illusion and no self-nature, choose the sutras, abhidharma and concepts that bear the most victorious explanation. And the realization of victorious understanding as the realm, mastery in the meaning and concept, yet there is no spiritual experience based on its body, nature and appearance. So the realization of arriving at the other shore together. The inner mind is non-abiding. Cutting off the game playing is merely by hearing and thinking. Therefore, there's no difference between the prajna yana and the secret yana. This is talking about the mind. Illusion. Mind, illusion, and no self-nature. Let me explain this part. What is the mind? Buddhism often talk about this mind or heart mind. What is the mind? It's not this heart organ
那也不是。其实心认真讲起来，什么也不是。
Strictly speaking,
什么也不是。
sin, or we translated it as the mind or heart mind is
在你
nothing.
里面吗？
Is the mind inside you?
有没有在你里面？因为你
Is it
里面
inside
你找
you?
不到心。
You cannot find it.
心在你外面吗？
Is the mind
外
outside
面
of
也找
you?
不到心。
You cannot find it either.
那么心呢，在你里面跟外面的中间吗？
Is it in between
你
your
找不到。
inside and outside? No, you can't find it there either.
那什么是心？
So what is the mind? What is
按
this
照
heart
这个
mind?
禅宗的祖师所讲，
According to a Zen
达摩祖
master,
师讲，
Bodhidharma,
当
the
你
founder
找
of
不
Zen
到的
Buddhism,
心的时候，
when you cannot
那
find
个
your
就
mind
叫心。
anymore, that is called the
当你
heart
找到
mind.
心的时候，
When you can still
大
find
家
your
注意
heart
听哦。
mind,
当
pay
你找
attention.
到的心，
when
那
you
个是
have
假的心。
found your heart
当你
mind,
找不
that's
到
the
的心
fake
的
one.
时候，
But
那
when
个
you
才叫做
cannot find your heart mind
心本
anymore,
来就是找
then
不到
that is the heart mind,
根本就
because the
没有
heart
心。
mind cannot be found. There
这个
is no
幻
such things.
只是你感觉到有幻，做一个比
Illusion,
喻。我们那天说，哎，
it's just something that you
那个
feel.
彩虹好美
The other day, wow, the rainbow,
，so
beautiful.
beautiful。然后我们在那个西雅图雷藏寺常常看到彩虹，哇
At the
，rainbow
Seattle
出来
temple,
了
we often
大家都出
see
来
the
看
rainbow.
rainbow
Everybody came
非常
out
的
to
美。
take a look. Beautiful rainbows.
但是 rainbow 从哪里出来？
But where did the rainbow come from?
它是实有的吗？没有，
Is it
它本身是幻，
concrete? No. It's illusion.
幻变出来的因缘和合，
It's
幻变出来，
transformed
因为有
and
水汽、
and
光、
appeared due to certain conditions because of the water, vapor, and then light, and then through reflections,
其
they
实它只
generate
是
the
因
rainbow.
缘假合，
So
并不
that
是
means the
这个东西。
combinations of
你如果
different
说
affinities,
我今天要抓住 rainbow，
different
抓到彩虹，
conditions. So if you say that
你
I
抓
want
得
to
住
catch
彩
the
虹，抓
rainbow,
不住，
are you able to? No.
抓也没有实在的东西，
There's nothing real.
这个就演变成为无自性。
So this
它没有，
transforms to
它
become
其实是
no
幻
self
变出来的，
nature
没有。
because it is just manifested.
人也是一样，
It's nothing.
你圣
The
界
same with the
这个
human being.
人也是一样，人也是因缘假合幻变出来。
A human being is also
我记得好
manifested
像
due
有
to
在
the
中国大
right
陆以前，
uh,
中国大陆
conditions
好像抓到这个台胞
or
啊，
the right
去
affinities.
好像去嫖妓啊，嫖妓。
I remember in mainland China there was some Taiwanese that went there
他
for
嫖妓的时候
prostitution
啊，他这个被公安抓到，
and he was caught by the
好
police
犯法，就在
and
你的护
judged
照
that
上面盖有两个字，叫
you
做淫虫。
violated the law.
啊，
So
淫
on
虫
his
盖两个字
passport
淫虫。
that was
那你
the
知道以前那
the
个
stamp
中国
saying
的
that he's
这些官贪污的比较多，
a
当然
pervert.
这个习大大现在扫除贪污，扫了多少人，很吓人的。扫这个贪污，贪污的在头，以前
So of
还没有
course
扫以
now
前
the Great
大部分
Sea
都是
caught a lot of corruptors.
那个时候呢，这个有人他就
But at that time there was still corruption around.
那
Now
个淫虫那两个字实在是很
not.
难看，
and so he
就
didn't
塞
like
一
that
点钱给
stamp or
公安
mark
比较高级的公安，
on
拜
his
托把
passport
这个淫
that
虫
he
两个
was
字
like a
给他删除，
like a like a horny person, you know, a lust person. And then asked the officer to get rid of it. So instead, what the officer did, he stabbed another one, not so not the sexual pervert, or but actually he is still, right? It's still there. Actually, there's no self-nature to it. So where did the human being come from? From a little wiggly worm. One is round and one is long. So during the intercourse, there were like thousands of the little long sperms that shoot toward the round egg. So you think you're so noble? We're actually all just that little worm. Whether you're a man or woman, we all came from that worm. So what is so big deal about a human being? No self-nature. You just made up due to certain right conditions, but inside nothing. And when the time comes, they all would disperse and then everything would be gone. It's all the same. So Buddha Dharma actually is very deep and profound, but it's also very scientific. So mind, illusion, and no self-nature. So this is the most victorious explanation. So what it means is that if you can receive comprehension from this, that even a human being has no self-nature, but in order to teach Buddha Dharma, you have to have the self-nature. Only when you reach the ultimate realm, then there is no self-nature. Then there's that the three wheels are intrinsically empty. There's no subject of the giving, object of the giving, and no recipient of the giving. So if you can comprehend and then prove the three wheels are empty, then you would reach the realm of the non-arising Dharma endurance, and that only belongs to the Bodhisattva on the 8th ground. So, if you have this realization of the victorious explanation, you have the concept or the theory, but you have not realized it. Then once you understand it, then you would be totally fearless. Like what I said last night, nothing to gain. You cannot truly have anything. So whether you get it, you don't, or you lost it, it's all the same. Even if you get it, it's the same as not having it. You all know that Grandmaster likes to see beautiful ladies. I have cut off all my habitual tendencies except this one, the last one.
懂不懂得孝顺老夫啊？
And you, as disciples, do you know how to be filial to this old
不讲
man?
了，不讲了。
Okay, let's stop it now.
这个讲实在话，我们也知道的。刚刚那个结婚的笑话，最喜欢的歌。
Frankly speaking,
一条这条
like the joke about marriage, the favorite song is only that song. And then after hearing it so much, you get used to it. And that's the theory. So even beautiful lady, even when she's so beautiful, after a few years, she would be really ugly. You think that you would think of her as beautiful all the time? No. Doesn't matter how beautiful she was, she becomes ugly. Actually, the mind, the heart mind is non-abiding. It's ever-changing. We often say that even when the ocean dry and the rocks rot, my heart stays forever. That's definitely a lie. Only one thing would believe, then the ghosts would believe. Whether it was said by the man or the woman, you cannot believe it. Like loving you for thousands of years. That's a song, right? Loving you for millions of years. Can you do that? Wow.
My goodness. That's over. 这里有一个比喻，为主换的女人，
That's
找
too
不
much.
到会回家的男人。
The woman who can cook cannot find a man who comes home. But the man who comes home cannot find a woman who can cook. How can you explain this joke? That's relative.
女孩子们要注意了，要记住，一个大师这样子讲，
Ladies,
千万不要
please
跟
pay
有
attention.
6块肌的男人交往，
Never date men with
因为不会有一
six
个
packs.
男人练了6块肌，只为了认识一个女生。
Impossible for a man to get the 6 packs just for one woman. You cannot see the 6 packs muscle, right? You cannot see it, right? So he must have shown it to many women. Never believe him that he would love you for 10,000 years. There's a reason there. So in the victorious explanation, the heart mind, illusion, and no self-nature. If you can affirm this, then you're close to the empty nature. If you comprehend this, it's close. The inner mind is non-abiding. Cutting off the game playing is merely by hearing and thinking. there's no difference between the Prajnayana and Shikrayana. Prajnayana is the vehicle of the Bodhisattvahood, and Shikrayana is Tantrayana. If you only hear the Tantrayana or Buddha Dharma, you heard it and then you contemplate on it. So Prajnayana and Shikrayana are equal and no different. Shikrayana or Tantrayana is with real practice. And on top of the hearing and thinking. So Mahayana and Tantrayana has no difference. But with the addition of the real practice, which is emphasized in Tantrayana. And because of the real practice, you would transcend. So this is how you should understand it, this piece. Because Tantrayana emphasizes real practice. Like Grandmaster, at night, before sleep, I would do my practice before sleep. At night, when I have a dream, I know that this is a dream. When you have dreams at night, do you know? It is a dream. It was a dream. Please raise your hand if you know when you dream that it is a dream. You do know? Most people, when they have dreams, they think that those are real, right? They don't know. Like you're taking tests. You know, the thing that I hate most is I have left school for so long, but at night in my dreams I'm still taking tests. Oh no, I'm in the classroom and taking tests, and I don't know how to answer. And all the classmates were writing down the answers except me. And they didn't lower the test paper in front of me, and to the left or right, they don't write bigger so that I can see. And I tap on the desk behind, and they didn't give me any cheat sheet. I was so anxious like an ant. And then I woke up and oh, it was a dream. Oh well, rest assured. See, I'm at this age and I'm still taking tests. I left the school long ago. That's really grueling. But if you know that that was a dream, just now someone raised her hand. So if you knew that was a dream, then it's okay even if you got a 0. You would not be afraid. There's a meaning in this. If you know that your human life is a huge 100-year dream, then you would also be fearless. You're not scared of anything. It's just a dream. What are you afraid of? Even when you die, it's just ending it. No fear. Why can you be fearless? Because you know that human life is a dream. Your wife ran away with your good buddy. You would be sad. I was so good, so I treated my best friend so well, and he stole your wife. You would be really sad and upset, and you don't know how to live on. But if you had known that it was just a dream, then you had nothing
人生
to
也就是一
fear.
场梦嘛。
Human life is just a dream, right? What is it to be scared of?
所以很多事情呢、你用梦观的方法，你知道
So
是一
for
场
many
梦。
things you use this view of a
如果不
dream,
是梦，
then you know
你就
it
很
is a
怕。
dream,
为什么？
then you would
后
not
面
be
有一个
afraid.
人拿刀子一直在追你，
If
而
you
且他跑
don't,
得
then
比
you
你
would be
还快
scared.
你跑
Like
得
if
很慢。
someone is carrying a huge knife
如
chasing
果是
after
在
you,
现实，你会惧怕。
and he ran very
如果
fast
在
and
梦
you
中你就
run
不怕，但是你
slower
知道
than
哦，这
he
只是一场
was,
梦嘛。
you would be scared.
修梦的方法，
If you
知
know
道
it's a
是梦
dream, it's just a
第一
dream, right? Then you would
第
be
二个，
fearless.
你要转变这个梦。
So 2 methods. First is you have to know it is a dream.
转变梦
Second,
怎么样？
you need to
那个
transform
后
the
面那个
dream.
人拿刀在追你，
How? When that
你
person
就
is
好，我把
holding
梦
a
转变。
knife chasing after
我
you,
有
then you
天生的
transform it.
神功，
That I
我
would
转
have
过去一
this
个屁股掌
gifted
咻
kung fu
那个
power,
刀就飞
and
飞走了，然后再一掌，劈
with the
空掌
palm,
咻
the
那
knife
个
would
人
fly
就那
away,
个坏人就
and
躺
with
下来。
another show of the
这就是
palm,
转
that
变你的
person would
梦
be
境，
down on the
把梦
ground.
境给它转变。
So you transform the dream.
所以能够你知道梦，又能够转
So
变梦，
know it's a
把
dream
恶的改
and
成善，
transform the dream, to transform the
这就
evil
是
into
密教里面的
goodness.
修梦。
And that's the dream
密
practice
教里
in
面的修梦
Tantrayana.
观
So
所
the
有
dream
方法
practice in
是你知
Tantrayana.
道，那是靠喉咙，梦是从喉咙。
There is this method, one method. Dreams comes from the throat.
喉咙有一朵莲花，
There's a lotus blossom at the throat. Visualize the
这
lotus.
个莲花只有4瓣，有
Only
4瓣
with 4 petals. Only 4
中
petals.
间呢是一个嗡，嗡
At the center, Om,
然后再
sit
来是
syllable.
呀
Ya, Lu,
拉
La, Da.
上面都是梵字，呀
Ya,
路
Lu,
拉
La,
拉达，
Da. Sanskrit syllables.
在
Ya,
上面
Lu, La, Da.
各自放
On
光，
top of it. And they
这个
all
本尊
radiate
下来
lights
降到这个
and
莲花上
Yidam
面，这
descended
个是修法，
on top of the
降到莲
lotus.
花上面。
This is a
这
Dharma
昼日
practice.
全部发射红色的光，发出
All the
红色
sit
的光
syllables radiate red
红
light.
色的光就可以。
Just
因为
red
它分成好
light.
多一种颜色，
Actually,
4瓣分成
4
中间那个
petals
是
with 4
红是
colors.
红色的
Like the
发出
center, the
红色的
home
光就可以
sit syllable is
然后
red, but
把
it's
你
okay if
脑
you
海
just
里面的妄念
radiate red
全
light.
部清除干净。
And then you completely purge,
你
clean
常常做
everything
这样子
inside
的
your
观想
brain.
这样子的修法，
If you
然后
visualize
跟你的
this
上师本
frequently
尊祈祷，
and do this
然后你
practice
能
and
够
you
在
pray
梦
to
中
your root
知道
guru
这
and
个只是一个
Yidam
梦境，
so that you would know in your dreams that it
然
is
后
just
再
a
来
dream.
用红色的光转变你的
And then you
梦境
use the red
变成好
light to transform your dreams
这是一个
into
修行的
good,
方法啊
good
我将
dreams.
来会写在书上。
This is also a cultivation method that I will write in my future book.
一个很胖的小孩子，
A
别
chubby
人是
kid.
吃2口就饱了，我是饱了，但是还可以再吃2口。
Some
这是
other
胖的原因
people would be full after eating 2 mouthfuls. But for
因为
me,
你多
even
吃
after
2
I'm
口
full, I
就
can
会
still take 2 more mouthfuls. Everything has cause and effect because you eat more,
2口你就会瘦，
so you eat
这就是
a little
手
bit.
造成
If you eat too much, you become
不能
fat.
怪别人。
If you eat too little, then you become slim. So you cannot blame it on any other things, other people.
有一个胖子问一个小姐，有没有不用运动、不用控制饮食，
Is there a way without exercise, without dieting,
的办法
you can burn your fat?
就是把脂肪燃掉的办法。
The way to burn your
那
fat?
位小姐讲有啊，
And the lady
我可以
replied,
安排
sure.
你直接火化。
I can have you cremated directly.
直接火化就没有。那胖子是很难受的，胖子很难受啊。
It is very difficult for the overweight to lose weight.
我觉得这个社会啊，这个人是这样子讲，这个笑话是这样子
The
讲，
jokes
感觉到这个社会
said
是越来越好，
the society is
因为
getting
所有
better
人
and
都
better
非常的懂事，
because everybody is more
男生
understanding.
是更懂事，
The men are
一
even
有
more
了
so
钱，
when
就
they
想
have
多
money.
照顾几个女生，
They want to
很懂
take
事。
care of a few more girls.
女生也很懂事，
And the women are
知道
also more
男生没
understanding
钱，就
because
不跟
when she
他在一
knows
起，免得他受苦。
he has no power,
这女生也
then
很
she
懂事。
avoids being with him in order to create more suffering for him.
这人家剪给我的笑话，
These are the jokes that people prepared for me.
那些离不开瓶盖的女生都是装的。你让她拆个快递试试，
Women
多
who cannot
GM， 不
avoid.
用剪刀。
Huh?
什么意思？
What does this mean? Sorry, couldn't get it.
不要紧啦，看目睭嘛好。
It's okay.
看到了。
I don't get.
男人跟女人逛街有明显的
When
区
a
别。
man and a woman
男人逛街是
are
切什
going
么，
out,
他逛什么；
there's a big
跟
difference.
女人逛街
When
是
the man needs
逛
something,
什
they go
么切
shopping.
什么。
And for women, they go when they go shopping, then they
不同。
need everything. They need what they shop.
大家哈，今天跟大家讲的就是最重要的重点。
So the most important key points that I talk about today
主要
first
是心，
is the heart mind.
另外主要是幻，
Second, illusion
然后再来是无自信，无自信，
is no
这三个
self
是
nature.
主要的重点。
Three
你
key
如果
points.
知道自己本身
If you
的
know
心是
that
幻，
your
而
heart
且不
mind
自
is
信的话，
illusion
你
and
很
has
容易
no
入
self
上昧地
nature, it's very easy for you to
很容易入上昧
enter into samadhi.
这是最重要的。今天跟大家讲，
This is most
你
important.
如果知道人生只是
Today
一场梦，
If you know that
在
human
梦里
life
面
is just a
你得
dream
不到什么，
and that
你
in
也
the
不会失
dream
去
you
什么，
will not get anything and you will not
你
lose
也很
anything,
容易就入上
then
昧
it
地。
will be very easy for
你
you
如
to
果想
enter
得
into
到什么，
samadhi.
或者你忧
If you
愁你会
want to
失
get
去什
something
你
or
就
you're
不
afraid
能
to
够入
lose
上昧
something,
地
then it's not possible for you to enter into samadhi.
的开始，
Then
你
you
必须要
won't be
慎
able
解
to
这
enter
些
into
东西。
samadhi. At the beginning of your meditation, you need to understand this in order for you to enter
非常
into
感谢法王
samadhi.
圣
That's
尊
all
点
for
生
today.
活佛精彩的宝贵法语开示，请大家把各自坐的椅子叠好请大家不要把椅子拿出去，直接放在护摩垫里面，全部的椅子都不要拿出去，谢谢。 请大家不要把椅子拿出去哦，不要把椅子拿出去，直接全部都在护摩垫里面。有靠背的椅子，请叠起来，放在楼梯的两旁，谢谢。红色的颜色，每个颜色归那个颜色哈。椅子，请拿到。 恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛为与会大众做爱染明王法灌顶，含皈依灌顶。还没有接受灌顶的同们，请你们赶快过来接受灌顶。 会在上面摩顶，师尊会在上面摩顶。诵诗完之后，在彩虹山庄大殿上面那边摩顶。如果还没有赶着要回去的同们，你们留下来表演之后呢，师尊还会为大家摩顶。让我们以最热烈的掌声感谢师尊慈悲赐送爱染明王法灌顶。顶礼坛城，做观想大礼拜，礼拜根本传承上师及十方三世一切诸佛。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三印，二拜诸菩萨。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三印，三拜诸护法金刚。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三印，四平等一起手。恭送真佛宗创办人无上法王圣尊莲生活佛、师母莲香上师、仁波切及上师团与会大众虔诚合掌，唱诵莲花童子心咒。法会圆满即将结束了，非常感恩根本传承上师的大加持，感谢师母、仁波切、诸位上师、教授师、法师、讲师、助教及大家的护持，以及网络直播现场观看的观众，谢谢大家，功德无量。网络直播到此结束，非常感谢大家的收看，阿弥陀佛。We now conclude this live broadcast. Thank you for viewing.